Before we could face our enemy, there was still much for us to learn. The angels first revealed how we could expel our light into the world. We were taught the craft of cutting gems and joining them to steel. These fused weapons would serve as conductors of our energy. The 5 lights differed enough from one another that each ordained focused solely on who shared their gifts. For many a sleepless night, we trained, labored, even agonized, but eventually, we mastered the heavenly arts. Satisfied with our progress, the Divine Brigade offered a fortunate few service to a knight of the High King's choosing. They swore fealty to their Phorican masters, so long as their oaths to the Most High remained intact. Even I was blessed with the Seraphim, the captain of the Divine. In the days to come, the angels bestowed relics upon those they served, far surpassing any craft in our world. One such instrument was a tiny flute, so small human ears could not make out its sounds. When first played, a vast host emerged from the surrounding forest. Rocks, griffins, sabins, and pegasi were present among the numerous light-bound creatures. Sensing the flames within us, these beasts submitted to our commands and even allowed us to claim them as mounts. Now we had all we needed. In a month's time, we had gone from murderers and corpses to Phorica's first army united under every light of the High King. It was not long after our scouts reported the enemy was lurking in the east. At long last, we were finally ready to face the Guardian. It was a cool night, with just a breath of wind. We sent out the best of our hunters, enhanced by the silver light. Along the eastern skies, an ominous glow grew larger and larger. Then they saw him. A storm of purple clouds and fire flashed in the night as he shook the countryside with every step. Those in pursuit sent word to the Ordained, and we led our army to a cliff along the eastern coast of Phorica. At the base of the forested slopes, we dug deep into the earth, lining a vast pit with sharp rocks, overcharged gems, and flammable oil. As the gold light ordained, Baranon and other knights sharing his gift masked the trap in a haze of camouflage. With the snare set, we gave word for our scouts to engage the enemy. The bravest of the company, a knight by the name of Rodan Scorn, flew ahead atop his griffin with bow in hand. He released an arrow towards the Guardian, though it did little more than gain his attention. That was all we needed. The Guardian turned towards his assailant, letting out an inhuman sound. Then he charged. Rodan turned south and led the enemy right towards us. He rampaged closer and closer yet, violently striking the earth with every reckless bound. To our horror, Rodan was slain just as they reached the pit, but the ground gave way into a wisp of smoke. The Guardian had fallen right into our trap. Every ordained realm knight and member of the Divine let loose a volley of light, a brilliance never before seen. The night lit up as if a second sun rose from the chasm, and the Guardian's wails seemed without end. Yet our foe resisted us. Our energy was giving out. Realm knights collapsed, falling unconscious. Even my brethren fell senseless, until only the heavenly warriors and I remained to oppose him. In an act of desperation, I heaved my weapon into the pit, leaving a blinding streak of light in its wake. It vanished within the smoke until finally it flashed. White fire erupted like lightning, with a burst so savage it drowned out even the Guardian. Thrown from my feet, I could only watch as the High King's wrath fell upon him. Even I lack words to convey his suffering. The world swirled around me and darkness set in, but the pit was quiet. The battle had ended. We awoke at sunrise to a thick, bilious smoke rising from the pit. Only the distant crackling of fire answered from within. Our cheers echoed from Phorica to the realm above, but something was strange about the angels. They stood by stoically, unmoved by our victory. We questioned them on their behavior, but they replied with blank stares to nearly all of our inquiries. Curiously, we noticed 2 from their company were missing, and despite our protests, we were given no clues to their whereabouts. There was one answer, however, we were able to extract, an answer I fear will shape Phorica for centuries. When I pressed my Seraphim as to the fate of the Guardian, he replied impassively, "The enemy has escaped.